Jared Smalley. I am a tattoo artist. I do cover-ups. It just becomes something that I do.
So what do you have to consider when you're covering up a tattoo?
Everything. How the original tattoo was performed, what the tattoo subject matter is, the darkness of the tattoo, where it's at on the body, how big the client wants the new tattoo to be, what they want the new tattoo to be. As far as looking at it as whether or not it's possible, I don't. I just kind of go into it and figure it out while I'm doing it.
How do you clean off the tattoo and wrap it when you're done?
Clean it with green soap, which is just made of plants and shit like that. It's used a lot by medical people. You just clean it off with that and then put some ointment on it, wrap it with plastic. Then they take it off when they get home, clean it again, put some more ointment on it, and they're good to go.
How do you tell your customers to heal their tattoo?
I give them a piece of paper really that says everything on it. There's two rules that that are your main concerns. Keep it clean and keep it moist. You want to make sure it stays clean so you avoid any type of infection. You want to make sure that you keep it moist via a thin layer of your ointment so it doesn't get any scabs. If it dries out, that's when you get scabs, and that's when it heals poorly, requiring touch-ups and shit like that, which is not a big deal, but it's a pain in the ass. I tell people to wrap it with plastic the first 2 nights when you go to sleep. If you were going to be in any type of situation where this could get dirty, wrap it with plastic wrap. Otherwise, leave it unwrapped as much as you can. Don't smother it in ointment. Just put a little bit on it. Enough to keep it, so that it's not dry, but you don't want it fucking drenched, because then it's going to prevent the healing process equally as much as if you let it dry out.
When should you switch over to regular, unscented lotion?
Each tattoo goes through this little phase where it, peels and flakes like sunburn. If you've had a tattoo, you probably know what I'm talking about. Once that is done, you could switch to lotion.
What advice would you give to people who are looking to become a tattoo artist?
Take it seriously, not too seriously. The minute you start taking yourself too serious is the minute it loses its fun. You're not a brain surgeon. You're just drawing pictures. But it's not as simple as just drawing pictures either. So there's a middle ground you have to find. And if you can do that, you know what I mean? And ego, don't develop an ego. There's a big difference between arrogance and confidence. If you're confident in what you do, you don't have to talk about how good it is.